The Bills blow it. This is Strikeout Beer. What is going on, everybody? Hello. Happy Sunday. If you're catching this on Monday morning, happy Monday morning to you. I'm RD flying solo tonight. We are talking the NFL. The divisional round is over. Oh, buddy. Those Bills. They had it. They had it right. I mean, right there. Oh, field goals, man. Field goals will sink you. Not going for them, missing them, everything in between. All right. Again, I'm RD. I am solo. We're in the middle of dry January, so I'm going to have a Nada Bach from Community Brewing. Let me go ahead and put this right here just so I don't lose it. Hold on one second, and then we'll get to cracking. Hope everybody's having a great day. Had a great weekend. A little chilly here in the Metroplex. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? Let's get this. I always expect this thing to blow up. I have some other news. I think my refrigerator just blew up in the garage. Let's get this poured. But yeah, oh, buddy, another great weekend of football. It all started Saturday. We had 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. Let's get this poured. I'm a bit parched. There you go. Beautiful golden color. Not golden, amber. It's amber. It's a Bach. You see how I'm losing my mind? All right. Let's get to it. What up? Angry Artist is in the house. William Russell, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing all right. We're just letting everybody filter in. Last weekend when the Cowboys lost, it was crazy. It was bonkers. Everybody was flying off the handles. We're firing everybody. Was that last week? God, has it been that long? Yeah, it's just a long week. Just a crusher of a week. Not much. Just watch that kicker choke, buddy. I'm telling you. You know, it's like Twitter already blew up about how the game's rigged and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't really see any crazy, atrocious calls. Now, granted, I was like half watching. Today's game's just like this was the highlight of the day, right? I watched the Lions and Bucks game, but I really didn't care, right? Neither one of those teams I think are going to win anything, right? So, but I know for the AFC, the Bills and Chiefs, come on. All right, let's recap. Let's get our act together. Let's act like we've done this before, shall we? All right. The Saturday afternoon game, you got the Houston Texans heading over to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Let me tell you something. This game, I thought Houston was in it. I thought they were going to stay in it. And, hey, 10-10 at halftime. You're like, hey, they got a chance. Well, Lamar must have went in there and busted every bit of rust that was on those boys. And holy hell, they came out. I mean, they scored a touchdown in the third, then packed on 17 in the fourth quarter, dominated by the end of it, 34-10. I really enjoy watching C.J. Stroud. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I am a little nervous about the sophomore slump, but, they got a great team down there. I think this year they won as many games as they have in the last 3 years. There was some crazy stat put out there. So they're definitely turning that. D'Amico Ryan down there in Houston, he's turned that program around. I think that's his name. Jeez, that ball sliced so hard and there was no win. Sorry, I'm watching the highlights right now. So Lamar looked great. Team looked great. They came out and slung it. I think Lamar had 4 touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing, had 100 yards rushing. It was bonkers. So, I mean, that's your MVP, I think, at this point. It's got to be Lamar. And holy moly, he's just rocking and rolling. Now, all calls were fair, both games. There you go. Now, I did see some questionable calls in the early game, but it is what it is, right? I just need a little bit more. Probably need some alcohol in it and help me out a little bit. Put a little pep in my step. But Baltimore absolutely looks like the number 1 seed, and they are cruising to the AFC finals. They're going to host, so they're hosting. That's good on them. Late game, the Packers and the Niners came down to the wire. I mean, I'm sitting there. I had to go out to dinner last night, but luckily I had a television right here. I wasn't being rude or whatever, but I was like, I'm watching the game. Listen. We could have done this at noon or I don't know, in a couple weeks or a couple weeks. I don't know. I probably would have been watching football regardless. But anyhow, really good game. I thought the Packers were going to sneak this one out. I really did. I was like, oh, my God, here we go. And then I'm pretty sure, what did another missed field goal at the end? I mean, oh, buddy, the heartbreak. Jordan Love threw 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Aaron Jones just ran wild again, 108 yards. I think the Packers are going to be a serious threat next year. They weren't much of a threat the first half of the season, but when they caught fire, and they started playing well together. Oh, buddy. What we got, Cletus? Everything is on track for the NFL selection for the Super Bowl. Listen, they've already put it in there. It's the Baltimore Ravens versus the 49ers. That's what it is. You know what? And I think America wants that. That's what I want. I want to see the East Coast versus West Coast. I want to see the two best teams from each conference play. That's what I want to see. Now, will it be a bit of a defensive struggle? Sure, but their offenses should overpower the defense at some point. It should be okay. It should be all right. Let's all take it easy. So, anyways, Brock Purdy and the gang, they hang on. Purdy threw for 252 and a touchdown. McCaffrey ran for 98 yards on 17 carries. George Kittle had 81 yards. Had a hell of a day. And Jawan Jennings out of nowhere, 5 for 61. Unbelievable stuff. So came down to the wire. It was a really good game, fun to watch. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, Cletus, yeah, we'll be heading out there, I think. Yeah, Lizzie and I were like, yeah, we were talking about that. We were hanging out with Lisa and Brian last night too. I was like, y'all going? Because they said they went like last year and the year before. So, oh, buddy. And then, so those are your Saturday games. Your Sunday games, they were fine as well. Early game, Tampa Bay Bucks go to Detroit and take on the Lions. Pardon me, I cannot get over this cough. I don't know. I got the heat blowing all the time. It's freezing cold outside. Went to a cigar lounge. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, the game was fun. It started off it's same damn way as the early game from Saturday, right? It's 10-10 at the half. The game was actually, it started being kind of a snoozer. And we're just like, everybody's kind of looking around like, okay, it's still tied at 10. We're going to see any action. Then all of a sudden, Detroit scores a touchdown. Bucks score a touchdown. Tied going into the fourth quarter. And then Tampa Bay, Lions scored a touchdown, I'm pretty sure. Bucks scored a touchdown. They were like, you know what? We're going for 2 for no reason at all. I'm going to tell you this. The spread was 6.5. The final score was 31-23. Okay. Something was up. An investigation needs to be done. Someone needs to look into it. It's an event, drunk fire pit game recap. Okay. All right. I'm in. Yeah. I told them I don't know if they were, they said they were there last year. I don't know. They said they didn't know if they were coming. They said, I guess they mentioned they weren't invited yet or something. I don't know, man. Anyways. Lions go ahead and take care of business. They hold on at the end. I think, what was it? Baker threw a pick, hit the guy. The guy just like caught the ball. Like the linebacker didn't even have to like take a step or anything like that. Just drilled him. Damn ball was going like 100 miles an hour. There were some missed picks. It was kind of a sloppy game. To be honest, it wasn't very entertaining. It was boring at times. But yeah, you would have thought that they were playing like some crazy ass, like good team, a rival or something. Tampa Bay's a 9-win team. Yeah, they won last week. They're in the second round of the playoffs, but yeah, they're not good. Any other division, they're not making the playoffs. So yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of a snoozer of a game. I had to keep up because I did have a couple of those players in like DFS lineups and underdog lineups and things like that. So I'm physically, or was it financially invested in this game. So I had to watch it. But I was getting up, moving around the house a little bit, coming in here playing some Rocket League. Game of the day. Game of the freaking day. The Kansas City Chiefs head up to Buffalo to take on those Bills. I don't know what to think about this game. Like, I cannot believe I'll tell you this straight up, just right now. The Chiefs look phenomenal. Jay's in the house. What up? How we doing? Cheers to you, pal. Hope everything's going well for you. Regarding the Lions fans poll earlier, I haven't noticed Lions fans for like the last 30 years. Well, because they've been irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, I have one that sits 3 feet from me on a weekly basis, and every year it's their year, right? And like the last 3 years, I'm like, dude, you guys can't even can't break 500. And then like now that, listen, I'll just say, but Allen is pretty annoying. Dude, with the Lions, he is, yes, and with his kids, and then a bunch of other stories, and he just there's a bunch of stuff that's annoying about Allen. I love him to death though, but I was explaining to him and then some other Lions fans, I think it's pretty convenient that your team got good now when the entire rest of your division has gone to shit. Like, your division sucks. Rodgers out of now. I'll tell you what though. Love You got to watch out. I think the Packers have an absolute chance at winning the division next year. And also Kirk Cousins got hurt, so they're playing with like 3 other quarterbacks the entire time. Bears they can't find themselves, And I think the Bears beat them, didn't they? Hell, I don't even know. That guy, let me tell you, buddy, I'm telling you. I've known him for 15 years. It's like, hey, is it snowing outside right now? Let's take a look. It says it's snowing. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, no, but they don't want you to bring up that kind of stuff because I think it ruins but it's their year. Hey, congratulations for real. I mean, you have to. Well, I was gonna say you have to beat some good teams to get to the NFC Championship, but that isn't the case. They've had the easiest season, the easiest schedule, and the easiest path to the NFC Championship. Yeah, Cowboy fans have got to be like just going ape-ass right now. For real. Like I just what are you gonna do? But yeah, no, but I put that poll on Twitter. So if you follow SB Fantasy Football on Twitter, which you should be, go over there and vote. It's who's the most annoying fan base? Is the Dallas Cowboys or the Detroit Lions? I'm here in Dallas, and Cowboy fans are pretty annoying. And then like I think now with like Detroit winning, they won more than a couple games this year. So they just been like every week they just start ramping up their, it's that thing where they tell 3 friends and they tell two friends or 3 friends and so they just start getting multiplying like crazy people. So yeah, but like I said, looking at these teams, we're going to talk about I think we get some current odds right now. Let me refresh Bovada because I think Bovada slapped them up there. But yeah, conference championships next week. Here we go. All right, so the NFL right now, the Chiefs are heading to Baltimore. The Ravens are hosting right now. You can get in as low as 3 points. So Baltimore Ravens just a 3-point favorite at home. They're saying it's they're getting you get 3 points for being at home anyways. Over under set at 44. Negative 175 for the Ravens money line, plus 150 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, on the other side, the NFC Championship, Niners are giving the Lions 6.5 points, and the money line is negative 310. Now, if you want to be a Lions better here, it's plus 255. Over under at 51. You know what? I got to talk to Alan because every year I go to Vegas. I'm there for like the Super Bowl. I say it all the time. I'm there for the Super Bowl, right? And after Super Bowl's over, I make a bet. The new lines are released, and then I place like a $10 or $20 bet for Allen, and then I get back and I hand him the slip or whatever. But I don't know if I had to have this year. I mean, he's got to have the slip. Hopefully he's held on to it because I'm pretty sure it was like plus like 3,000 or some shit, wasn't it? I mean, Bills stink. Glad they lost. I can't believe they lost. I really cannot believe they lost. But I'll tell you this. The Chiefs showed up. They really did. The Chiefs have not looked like the Chiefs in weeks prior to this, and now they look like they're right back in it. MVS caught a couple passes tonight. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe when I saw it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Even he's catching balls. Oh, yeah. I don't if I'm looking at these games, the upcoming games, I'm still disappointed in Buffalo. I think the entire Bills Mafia, it's one of those things where I'm not saying it's to the point like the Cowboys, but they're getting there. They have a really talented team, but they can't get to the show. They're not pulling down any hardware. And how long's Allen been in the damn league now? I mean, they've been a threat. I've been calling for them to win the Super Bowl for like the last 5 years. No idea. MVS still on that team. He was pretty much irrelevant during yeah. No, they barely even let him play. Yeah. He's active, I think, because Tony was he's inactive. There were so many inactive players on both sides of both teams tonight. It was crazy. It really was. So with these games next week, like I said, the AFC Championship, Kansas City versus Baltimore. I have to go Baltimore. This is just preliminary, and then obviously the Niners. I'm picking the home teams and the number 1 seeds, and I actually do hope that they meet. I think we need a break from the freaking Chiefs. We need a break from the Swift Cam. I'm tired of seeing Pacheco scored a touchdown and they went to Taylor Swift for some reason. I don't. And then they say Travis Kelce's supposed to retire. If you would have asked me at the beginning of the season, do I want to retire? No. Now, do I want him to retire? Yes, absolutely. Travis Kelce's brother, what the hell is his first name? I always forget his damn first name. Jason Kelce. He's hammered. Dude, he was the star of the show tonight. Chiefs are their kryptonite? I guess so. The only one that could beat the damn Chiefs are the Bengals. God, dog. Jason Kelce, when the Eagles lost, he was like, I'm retiring. He is just living his best life, bro. He was in the parking lot drinking with Bills fans before the game, hanging out, partying. And then you catch him. What's up, Dylan? How we doing? Mostly football host in the house. Then you catch him in the game. He's in the booth. He's in the damn, whatever that, where all the Swift and Mahomes and Kelce people are, wherever their damn box is. He's in there, shirtless, hammering beers, opens up the glass. They're like, this guy is just living the freaking dream. All of a sudden, he's coming out of the booth. He gets out of the freaking booth. I mean, didn't like half-ass crawl. It was like a fucking hand down and hopped out. He still got it. He moves well. And then he's in the stands, shirtless, hammered, just living the life everybody else wants to live. Oh, buddy. Melton, how we doing? What's going on, bro? How are you, buddy? Yeah, so crazy stuff. Yeah, so Melton's in here. But yeah, we went to Up and Smoke in Louisville yesterday. I met up with a couple friends after dinner, and I was stuffed. When I left dinner, I was stuffed, and I was like pulling out of the parking lot. I was like, man, drinking a cigar might just do me. And you know what? It did. It worked well. So we went out there, hung out. I got a cigar recommended to me by Melton here. It was a Flathead 666, I think. No, wait. Was it a 666? 666 by CAO, if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't have any left in the box. They had 770s there. Maybe it was a 660. They had 770s there at an empty box. And I was like, do you happen to have it? She goes, I think so. And so we're looking around, and there's the box. They had it right there. They got really cool cutters there with like 4 different designs. Torch sitting there at the bar, ashtrays everywhere. And really nice bar. It's family owned. And we had a hell of a time. We really did. I had some cool drinks. She was making like these handmade old fashions and stuff. I was just drinking Miller Lights. I did have Lizzie looked up at the back of the bar, and she goes, "Is that a Goodwood beer?" And I go, "Holy shit, it is a Goodwood beer," and it's generally not down here in Texas. It's a Kentucky beer. And so I was like, "Oh, hellfire! Let me see what they." I was like, "How long have you had?" Yeah, 660. All right, cool. Yeah, that damn thing burned for like 2.5 hours. I smoke I puff fast. He makes fun of me because I smoke these damn things like a freight train. Being a kicker is the best best job 99% of. Yeah, I agree. If I could be a kicker with no pressure, I want to be a kicker on a terrible team. Like they don't even get to the close enough for me to kick field goals because I have a choke. And you're not making the playoffs, so that's like double pressure. You know what I mean? So we'll go out to this bar. Really cool place. And they got a nice humidor. Someone they were telling me that there's other locations they've been to where there's walls, stacks and racks and shelves of this shit. This one was probably about, 20 feet long, and it went to the ceiling, so about 7 feet, and then there was another little side section or whatnot, and then some shelves at the bottom. So it was nice selection. I didn't think they were overpriced or whatever. Melton, I paid like 15 or 12 or 13 bucks for that cigar. So, and it was nice. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Sat there. I always have problems with my cigars going out. That's probably why I smoke them so damn fast, because I don't want them to go out. I don't know what's wrong, man. And so I just have to keep relighting. And it did great. Everybody else was sitting there enjoying them. We had a nice little chat, just talking about all kinds of wild ass shit and, just enjoying our evening. So it was nice. It was nice. Oh, buddy. But yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had to come on here and talk about the Bills and just how much they just choked. And I'm telling you, they are almost in the position of the Dallas Cowboys. Like the coach McDermott, he should be on the hot seat. Obviously, Allen's not going anywhere. Like not right now. I'll be honest. I got to look up his contract because I know he just got paid a couple years ago. Let me see real quick. I do want to check it out. All right, so he signed in 2021, 6-year extension with Bills. It was worth up to $258 million. So he's locked in till 2027. Got plenty of time. No big deal. Snow to stop. It's about to snowing. Oh, I didn't even know it was. It said it was snowing. It looked like rain out there. I don't know. But something needs to happen. Coaching most likely will be the case. You know what I didn't see tonight was Diggs bitching, And you know why he wasn't bitching? Because he was dropping balls like crazy. He had some that hit him right in the freaking hands. And, who are you going to complain to then? I don't know. Whoever, I suppose. But this week, we got the live show, obviously, right above my head here, Strikeout Beer Podcast Live, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. We will be going live. Alan and I, we won't be late this time because of the fact that we went to Harley last week. That's the reason why we do kind of cut it close. It's a third Wednesday of the month. It was a little chilly, but we were out there hanging out, had some beers and whatnot. Hung out with Zach from Outfit Brewing, had a lot of fun. But this week will be more on time. I think it's going to be kind of crappy weather, so I'm going to kind of keep up with him and see if he wants to come over. Just with the roads being wet, slick, all that kind of madness. Just don't want any BS, really. And if it's raining, like, all right, well, I mean, we can't be out back next to the fire. I mean, last week it was a wee bit chilly and windy, but we stayed out there till about midnight. It was fun. Had some cigars, we drinking some NA beers and whatnot. So just the same old BS and chatting. So you'll see him. He'll be super excited this week. And, I told him, he was like bringing up, he goes, wow, we got a chance here, man. We got a chance. There's the Kirk Cousins curse. So if you've lost a team that has lost to Kirk Cousins in the regular season, has not made it to the Super Bowl. And I think only one of those teams is left, and it's the San Francisco 49ers, because the Packers are out. They lost. So it's just the Niners left. So we'll know next weekend. Are both these games on Saturday or Sunday, I mean? The 28th. We got a 2 p.m. and a 5:30 p.m. Is that right? You never know, because they give you like weird times. Let me double check for you fine people. All right, 2 and 5:30. There you go. So it's Sunday, January 28th. So I'll be hopping on here afterwards just to recap. Like I said, I totally expect the home team, number one seeds, to take care of business. Chiefs can make it interesting. I'll tell you that. I think that's the only thing you got to worry about. And then obviously with the refs, RD head coach for the Cowboys. Oh, man, I just call go routes. That's it. Just send them all every single play. Just throw it up there, man. See what happens. But, yeah, Bills dropped the ball. Sad to see, but it is what it is. My freaking fridge just went out, I think, in the garage. It's like leaking water from, like, the light fixture. I don't know. I was like, everything still seemed frozen in my freezer, so I don't know where the water's coming from. So I got to toss that. I'm pretty sure I had the beer already separated out for what we were going to have this week. So now that's up in the air. I don't even know. I don't even know what we're going to have this week. If you're in the Patreon, I'll post a picture, give you a heads up, a couple days in the early notice, and we're going to drop our extra show for you. It'll probably be the actual picks, prop picks, and things like that again, like we did last week. Yeah, I think we hit on everything except for the Houston game, because we thought, I thought 9 points or whatever it was plenty. But we hit on everything else. Hit on the money lines, hit on the overs and unders. So if you're part of the Patreon, thank you for being a part of Patreon. If you're not, you should get on that. It's a couple bucks a month to support your pals here. Buy us a beer. That's how I always say it. You buy us a drink. Then we also do shout outs and things like that. You get extra shows, extra content, extra videos. But check that out. I'm going to get out of here. You can hear my voice just getting really hoarse. But I'll probably be around tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow night. If we do, it'll probably be here on Strikeout Beer. And because, crappy weather and stuff like that, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to the office tomorrow. I don't want to get stuck downtown with a bunch of rain and crap like that. Again, I'm having Nada by Community Beer Company. They're out of Dallas, Texas. They got a beautiful brewery. I'm going to be heading out that way probably next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is 25 calories, 5 carbs. This is a Bock, so that's why it looks like that. Looks like a traditional standard Bock. Beautiful. That's going to do it for me. I'm RD. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for being here. It's a quick show. I just want to go live real quick because, I'm going to go hang out with the old lady, maybe watch some Sopranos, all right? You guys have a beautiful night, a wonderful week. I'll see you, all right? Bye.